Hello everyone, today we are going to do a concept sketch in Photoshop to create a silhouette that we can follow, some silhouette sketches, and so do some sketches and in Photoshop, and then we can follow this as a reference in ZBrush to sculpt our models. Okay, so idea is to create some original good designs really quickly, and just teaching you guys some quick concept sketches to go about. Okay, so first and foremost, we start off with a gray background. There's gray color over here, and then I've pre-made some paper texture. So how do I create this paper texture? It's very simple. So I have a light texture like this as a base. So just a spam of a few texture brushes, and then I have some dots, darker dots running on top of it. And then I have some brush strokes around the edges. So 2 brush strokes around the edges, and it's created using this brush over here. So I'll just bring it up. So this brush here. Okay, so when you actually brush with this brush, it actually has this kind of effect, which is pretty cool, and then everything opacity down, so it just stays like this, and you have something like this, you will be able to start. Okay, so just bring down the opacity here, and so now we are going to open up a software called the DesignDoll. Let me open it up. So when you open DesignDoll, you see that it looks something like this. Okay, so you have an interface, and it's a very simple software, and we are just going to use this to export some images of this model really quickly, and hopefully create a really cool design out of it. Okay, so first thing you do is there's a grid over here that I can hide the perspective lines, and the background is pretty cool, but I'll also hide it for now so that I'm just focusing on the silhouette. Okay, cool. And then so what's fun about this is that I can actually just click on the hand and start moving them. It's already rigged, and it's very useful to make this model do a pose, a light posting if you want, and it can actually be quite interesting to see what kind of pose we can end up with. So idea is that probably gonna do some pose really quick and see if I can create something that's really evil looking. And this second one, this button here, will rotate our whole model like this. So maybe right now, like this is pretty cool. This button here it's quite important. It will make us lengthen any of these joints. So with this, for example, I click here and I press this, I can actually elongate the torso. Click here, and it works with the mirror on, so I didn't off the mirror, so the mirror is on, and it works in my favor, so pretty cool. So I click this joint and I press the scale button. It's gonna elongate the legs a little bit, so it's gonna make my form more exaggerated. Maybe I'm just gonna click back to my first button to pose the model. It's gonna, maybe if I were to twist his hand behind, it'd be kind of crazy, broken bone character sort of thing. Just not bad, and I can actually just turn this around and make use of it. Yeah. And idea is that I can just have one of these images and export it out. So I export flat image, go to File, Export Flat Image, click it, and I have this directory I pre-made before, and I'm gonna just overwrite the size and the width and height. You can actually change it. Actually, I'm probably just gonna delete it, and I will press number 1, and I'll just save it out. the height and width doesn't really matter. We are doing a concept sketch here, so the excuse me, my alternate tab is pretty broken. Let me see, where's my file? Not here. Okay, just copy this directory, open it up. So if I open up one of this model, I can actually do a magic wand, and then do another magic wand. Control Shift I, so invert my selection, copy it, and go into my paper, and I'll paste my character in. Okay, which is pretty cool. So what I'm looking at is just the silhouette. So I'm gonna just call this, make a folder and call this silhouettes, and just gonna start by making it all black. Okay, I don't want to see all the highlights and all the fonts, which is pretty cool, but it's not important to me right now. And just gonna look at the form and see what I can come up with. So I got the first design out, and I'm just gonna start having fun now. You know, just use my brush stroke, grab some of these colors over here, and just look at the main shape of this guy we have here, and remember to zoom out on your character because if we are just doing the silhouette, it's not important to have all the details. What is more important is all the silhouettes right now, and I feel like the head is a little bit too big, that's for sure. And I'm gonna make that smaller. I'm gonna make that, make his neck a little bit longer, kind of like a very skinny character. Some of his hands broken almost, and I'm just freely playing around with some of these fonts. Like I don't know if the hand should be long or it should be a sword almost. I don't know. I'm just having fun right now. And the leg, should it be this way? Maybe the leg should be sharp like this, or maybe he shouldn't have a leg here at all. You know, maybe he will have something else here. I don't know yet. Okay, so just one leg for now. Poor guy. And yep, so just doing some very quick sketches, and trying to chunk out something cool really quick. Do my distort perspective, and see if I can come up with anything cool. Maybe gonna have some hair for him. I'm starting to grab some of these background colors, so I'll just start painting in, and I'm pressing X to switch between these two colors. So I'm not actually painting highlights, I'm painting the areas where the designs change, so that my eyes is able to look at the design better. Maybe something like this for now. And so this guy will be a bit crazy, and then he has kind of has a long sword almost, and yeah, kind of want to just remind myself that I'm creating a villain. Oof, handwriting sucks. I'm just gonna type it out. Change it to impact, maybe. Villain. So just kind of remind myself that it's gonna be a really strong villain that I'm trying to create over here, and try to see what I can come up with. Maybe this is a villain that is really good at dancing, or he's a bit skinny. He looks like a bit weak at first, but maybe his psycho powers are really strong. It's like those psychics, you know, like So you start thinking about this kind of designs and how you go about creating the character in your head as you go along. And alright, so probably just like this for now. See if I want to change this silhouette even further. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe yes, maybe not. Okay. Yes, I want to add something sharp on top here. Because, these kind of sharp forms does signify that the character is more dominant. It's more evil in a way. Like horns and sharp armor pieces. It's all part of the design language that they have. And cut back the sword shorter. I'll think of something else here. And maybe I can even use another color, a little bit darker, and maybe I want to create another monster to go along with it, like maybe behind it, I don't know. See if I can get something out of this. Or it could be just something else. I'm also blurring my eyes sometimes to see what kind of forms I'm able to see as I blur my eyes. Because when you blur your eyes, that's probably the first form that you will see on your character. He's a bit too messy with that. Oh well, I'll just keep it for something else. Alright, I'll go to my DesignDoll. I'll start changing the form again. And see what I can come up with. So now I'm also changing my design on the model to have a different pose, and then I would export this out and take a while to load. Then I'll bring this into Photoshop again. Ctrl+Shift+I, copy, paste, do a levels on this guy and make it small. I forgot to make the head smaller. I can do that in that software, but whatever, I'll just change it here. Just gonna quickly see what I can come up with over here. Sometimes the form is almost too perfect in some of these renders, and hide this for now. Might want to destroy some of these parts to see what other designs can come out of it. So I might be creating an armor piece over here. And face mask, you know. Maybe this character will have long hair over here. Chopping her hands off just now, and doesn't really matter. Just playing around with the silhouette, and the form, most of the form is already there. Actually, I can think of how the design is gonna change according to how much of the monster this character has become, and it's just gonna deform accordingly, you know. Maybe on this area there'll be a little part that it joins up with the arm over here. Kind of like her hands and upper body, but maybe not so much of the legs. Make her smaller and then push her up to the top. Maybe I'll make her mount on something, you know, mount on something bigger, and it's gonna be more epic. Maybe. Let's see how that works out. Just cover everything up. It's okay. And move it down a little bit. We're gonna start thinking about where the eye is gonna be on this monster. Changing the monster silhouette slightly, and start to design this a little bit more. Not too bad. Go back and start changing my new design again. If I were to click this button, not this one. Okay, this button here. I can actually change the head, so maybe I want this to be really skinny head. We can do more percentage of this head, and then I can also mix with another head. So maybe I want to mix the skull head and turn the head like this. So it's gonna morph accordingly. Maybe I want it sharp as well. So we get 30% of each. You can also create some of these legs, so you can morph the legs into this kind of shapes over here. Maybe the arms I should change it to. Interesting. Start to change another pose. You know, sometimes I also looking at the character over here. sometimes it might come up with a pretty cool pose. In this case, I'm actually looking both poses. It's actually quite cool. So I'll do a screenshot over here, and actually I can grab it into Photoshop as well using a screenshot. I'm just gonna delete this. Then I'm gonna make use of this silhouette, make it big, and I can actually start working on this as well. So you can tell the resolution doesn't really matter. Like a lot of times it's the design and what the forms that you see in these models. And maybe this guy has a really sharp torso. Just have some fun, you know? Like never try, you never know what you could end up with. And I'm just gonna put in some of this and we are going to do this third design here with kind of a base stone area, and not sure if that's working out well, but if it's not, it's just gonna delete it. Just kind of work really fast into this. I'm trying to create some forms that I may like on this design here. Duplicate some areas, make it big. One thing to also design is the stone base that our character is gonna sit on. So let's say I'm designing this stone like this, and it need to carve a stone that is something like this later, and you might want to think of how the design is gonna look together with your character. Okay, something like this, and gotta go even more crazy. So constantly in my mind I'm telling myself, oh, this guy has to be more crazy, more crazy, and more crazy. So the more you keep reminding yourself, the more you kind of get into the zone to actually design some of these characters. So I'm visualizing there's a big round shield or a big hammer over here, almost, and this character's head is just never straight on him. Yeah, he's always elongated, and maybe I want to have a little character behind him over here. constantly transforming my shapes as and when I like it. Doesn't really matter. So the pet of this character is gonna have a little tail over here. It's gonna have a design like this to help. Okay. Now I'm gonna try the other one, where I will just export this design itself. Because just now I was actually doing a screen grab. Maybe now I'll bring in the main post. See if there's anything better. Copy, paste, and so what if I have two characters like this? Gonna merge all my layers together. I like to work in just one single layer, and I just feel like making a double copy of this character because I think it looks very kind of certain evilness about having a double pose like this. Just designing my silhouettes and forms as I like it. I'm gonna create as a weapon, another weapon over here. Change it up. See how that goes out. And it's also a really good way to design weapons. So you can see how successful this weapon is very quickly, and if it's not successful you can just change it. Might go back and make some of my shapes smaller so it looks easier to look at, just the main design. Just gonna clean up my design a little bit more over here. Some of the parts that is really cool, I can actually copy and paste it to my other can see if I can make use of it to come up with another design. It's all about the speed and efficiency. Some of these things. Now actually I'm creating a whole different face from the design that I have, and just how you want to have fun with it and create a design from there. I actually quite like this one, so seeing quite a lot of interesting design elements here. So if I can make it better, it'll be quite good. If not, I'll just make a new one. Okay, it's pretty cool. Just need to tweak the font better and probably make it longer so that it looks stronger. So although it kind of becomes smaller, but it's kind of cool too. Having some of these curves and loose wires flying around makes a lot of difference and could give a character some kind of look just in the concept phase first, because we're trying to establish more character into this, and some of these lines can help us guide our eyes better. It's important to have some of this. So sometimes you can use DesignDoll to your advantage, but other times maybe it's just a placeholder. Might not be that useful for you. But it's good to know that you have these options. By no means does it mean that you use DesignDoll, you are going to guarantee a good design. The answer is no. It's all fine. In the end, it's all up to your eyes. You know how your eyes can see this kind of forms and design, and hopefully you can spark something in your design sense and have a really cool design that you can call your own. So now my design is starting to spark, you know, and I'm seeing more and more cool forms, and I'm getting a good idea of where I want my design to be and how this weapon is actually going to look like. Previously, maybe not so much. Now, yep, I can see it. So you need to train yourself to hit that spark in you, and once you hit it, you're just not gonna stop. You just want to keep going from there. Which is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. And yep. Another few lines here. That's pretty cool stuff here. I might even duplicate this design to see if I can come up with something better. You know, what if I have a really big arm over here as well as opposed to maybe yes, maybe no. One way to find out. One way to find out. I might have to speed up a little bit more here. I like this better, so I did it on my own. What you can do is also you can duplicate it and even rotate it sometimes, see if you can make anything out of it. Like what I'm doing now. And just forcing my eye to rethink about this design, because I know there are some parts that is cool, but maybe there are parts that could be better. Trying to spark my design again. clean up some of these designs here. Looking at this guy and just thinking kind of other forms I can get. Duplicate some of these areas, maybe. Not too bad. Not too bad. Do another one. Some crazy stuff here. Pretty cool. Try this out for. So you have different ways of creating a design, and DesignDoll can help you with some of the basic poses. Copy, paste it, Control I, turn it all black over here, just ship it in. For this character, I'm just gonna go with subtle changes to the overall form here. idea is to come up with as many cool silhouettes as possible, and I can already tell that those few silhouettes that I did after a warm up, which is these two, is the ones I like more right now. So you might need to do more than 6, maybe out of 20, and you can pick 8 really good designs to work on for your final model. Okay, and then you will choose one as the final one and take it further. Should design a little bit different. Just using my smudge brush here, without changing some of these designs, using smudge. Some kind of smooth, very soft, dark effect from this brush. If I do it like this. Just wondering if I need this like design like this. Cutting straight lines across these designs. It should looks to be pretty cool. Pretty cool designs here. Not bad. I like it. Here I'm gonna just add another cool straight line kind of designs here. Just tie it in with the rest. Some of these forms to be more intricate as well. You can see how I smudge some of this and it becomes pretty cool right away. So smudge is using your R to kind of smudge. So something like this, and if I want to end it off, I'll just on my template. My template has my signature and my logo design. So I'm just gonna finish it up by using my date as well. Okay, so something like this will look pretty cool all together. And I'll probably go back to polish out some of these designs, but just gonna stop my video here because it's getting a bit laggy.